this snow pile that I'm standing on right here obviously didn't all come down just today. This is the winter season's worth of snow pushed up by snowplows from the road. And as you can see here at the Shop City Shopping Center here in Syracuse, snow starting to stick to the roads. Snowplow is going to be out in force. That's plan A for Syracuse DPW to get everything up tonight. Plan B might be a little difficult to accomplish thanks to the supply chain. Nicholas Henry, back behind the wheel for Syracuse's sidewalk snow removal program, suspended last year under financial pressures from COVID.
This is a big project for us that we enjoy doing.
This season, JSK Snow Services is hitting up to 100 miles worth of sidewalks with these plows, keeping their fingers crossed that everything will keep running smoothly.
Lately, we've been having tire shortages. That's very difficult to get our hands on iron at the moment. Believe it or not, a lot of diesel fuel stations no longer sell diesel. When we need something, there's a huge delay.
Supply chain shortages make minor repairs a big problem, and he says getting totally new plows would be nearly impossible.
We were told that we bought the last remaining 3 machines in the U.S. when we purchased them. As of right now, the order time is unknown due to the inability to get stuff shipped at the moment.
Syracuse Public Works facing the same problem. This week going to the Common Council to approve the purchase of 4 new trucks, not set to arrive anytime soon.
The snowplows that we buy now, we probably won't see until the winter of 2024.
Corey Driscoll-Dunham, the city's chief operating officer, says they're in good shape for now after getting 10 new plows on the road in 2020. Now operating with 22 trucks, but the city is looking to retire 5 of them in the next 2 years.
We do need to replace a number of the trucks, but it's just knowing that the order that we place today, we're not going to see for 18 to 24 months unless something really changes in terms of supply.
Personnel also a bit of an issue. Driscoll-Dunham says in terms of drivers, they're okay, but they're down 10 mechanics for the city of Syracuse. Over at JSK Snow Services, they say they're operating with about 70% of the staff they'd like to have, but even still, they consider themselves lucky. Reporting live in Syracuse, I'm Connor White. Well, Michael, we want to make sure that you have everything that you need to know tonight, and to answer the question, can you make a snow angel with what's fallen? The answer is a resounding yes. We have about 1.5 to 2 inches down here in Tully. We've been driving it out all day. I personally am loving it. I'm a big fan of the snow, but of course it's a very individual choice if you're excited with this news tonight. Mike DeJosa is the proud owner of this pickup truck, complete with a snowplow, perfect for roads like these.
This is the place for it.
DeJosa and his family just moved here from South Carolina, and his kids are experiencing their very first Central New York winter.
My 14-year-old and my 9-year-old love the snow. We'll see how much they love it after a couple of storms.
DeJosa is prepared, but not everyone has a plow, including us. We took Weather Authority 1 out on the highway and quickly found we needed to slow down, with many concerned about their morning commute.
I drive 21 miles to get to work, 42 miles a day.
But 2020 means not everyone is able to safely get out and about, so the snow is a welcome change of scenery.
I like snow. It's beautiful, and we haven't had any big ones yet, and everybody's stuck at home anyway, so you might as well sit there and enjoy the beauty.
Either way, in this year of uncertainty, snow is at least something we can count on in the months to come.
I've gone through this for, 11, 12 years, so this is just another winter in New York.
Well, we all may be used to it here in Central New York, but of course, as much as there is a fun side, there's also a more realistic, sometimes dangerous side to snow as well. When we were out on the highway earlier, we were driving a lot slower than the posted speed limit, and it's something you're going to have to do if you're out and about tonight. Make sure you take your time and stay safe out there. Michael, the warm weather today means the snow is starting to melt, and it's also melting up the Seneca River in Cayuga Lake. Flooding from last fall really started here at the dam in Baldwinsville on the Seneca River, not able to handle the spike in water levels. Neighbors expect this weekend to be manageable, but are worried about another rough year of flooding unless something changes. On this warm February day, precipitation means rain, falling on leftover snow now beginning to melt, and the water needs to go somewhere.
Snow melt, some rain, the rivers are going to go up.
Mike and Mindy Smart own this camp on Cross Lake, preparing for snowmelt.
The water line, the water got to here.
But they're far more worried.
Which almost was the 100-year mark.
About a repeat of last fall, after floods left Cross Lake neighbors underwater for weeks.
We're even worried right now about the snow melt but just the future. We even are worried in the summer when we have rain.
Advocates say the state needs to reopen a study conducted in 1999 by the Army Corps of Engineers, which found that renovating existing dams and floodgates like the one in Beeville could help.
The damage is tremendous every year, and septics are going into these waterways when this happens.
Down the road in the village of Jordan, DPW head Pat Burns says that problem will continue until the floodgate system changes.
Baldwinsville, where it ultimately has to go, it's flat till Baldwinsville, then there's a flood dam there. It's not adequate enough to handle what is dumped upstream at Cayuga.
Prepping for this weekend's flooding, waiting to see how bad things get at Cross Lake as neighbors brace for warmer weather.
You either try a mitigation or the state or someone has to buy out all these properties and just say let it flood. But I don't know what else you can do.
Neighbors in Cross Lake, like the Smarts, are hoping for a meeting with the Erie Canalway Corporation, hoping to get something changed when it comes to these kind of floodgates. In the meantime, State Senator John Mannion says that a flooding task force that was originally formed in 2017 is finally set to meet for the first time this year. When it comes to flooding this weekend, experts say that we're not likely to see much in our area today, but could see an impact come Saturday. Reporting in Baldwinsville, I'm Connor White.
I heard a lot of red tape, but red tape doesn't move very fast, Connor. These people must be so terribly frustrated.
They really are, Michael. It's a lot of frustration. We've spoken to really the same folks that we did back in October, back in November, when their properties were underwater for a good 6 weeks. They suffered thousands of dollars in property damage, and they're hoping to see something change, again, from a study that they said has a solution from 1999.